morning and welcome back to Jingles 96. Excuse the sun, it is very bright. Today I've got a bit of an interesting thing here. See the tracks? I'm sure you may notice that they are not as wide as tracks normally are. And that is because today we are in Durango, Colorado, riding the Durango and Silverton narrow gauge railroad. This railroad in particular was part of the old Denver and Rio Grande narrow gauge lines and has been open since 1881, which is a hell of a long time. And they still use old Victorian passenger coaches and steam locomotives, so that'll be quite the adventure. I'm walking down towards the station right now. I had to park my big truck over by the grocery store here because it's a little bit much to park a semi-truck at the railroad's parking. They told me no over the phone, but let me buy a ticket anyway, so I had to go figure that out, but the manager over here said it was cool. Oh boy, I'm really gonna get my exercise today. The grocery store that I parked at is at least half a mile from the station, so now I'm heading that way. It's I'm already cooked. This is what I deserve for getting fat, I guess. Now, last time I was up here was actually by a complete mistake. I had made a wrong turn somewhere in New Mexico, and I think I came all the way up the US Highway 550, and I ended up here, had to park in that same grocery store parking lot that I'm parked in now, and it was an eventful day, I'll say that. But at that point I was basically out of hours anyway, so I just parked it there for the night, went to bed, got up the next morning, and filmed the trains leaving town. You can find that footage in the shorts that I've put on the channel. It turns out I was running a trailer clear from Los Angeles, California, all the way to Omaha, Nebraska, and decided to take the scenic route. Looks like these guys were on that scenic route, and since I had enough downtime, I went ahead and bought a ticket. So once we get over there, maybe we'll have enough time to check out the museum. If not before, maybe after, depending on how late they're open, because they have a free museum full of other railroad artifacts and whatnot. When I got to the depot, I noticed they had one of the K-28s sitting over there on the side, and I was desperately hoping that's what I was going to be pulled behind. They had the diesel special ready to go. And as you can hear there, it was getting ready to leave town, so I was lucky enough to get that happening. Much to my surprise, as you'll see in this next clip, not only was I going to get to ride behind one of the K-28s, they ended up bringing both of them out coupled together, and we double-headed straight out of town. Whoever happened to be at the throttle for 476 here was actually way hotter on the whistle than 473. Now that they're coupled, I went ahead and boarded the train. I may jump in a little bit here and there, but pretty much from here on out, enjoy the ride.
San Montre, sign, ready, yeah.
Right there. Okay.
Now, admittedly, I did forget to film a lot of the town of Silverton, but I did get a picture of the restaurant that I ate at. I got a picture of an El Camino that I found up there, which I thought was pretty cool. And then I got a few good shots of the locomotive itself there at the head end, and then here after it came out of the Y. This right here turned out to be kind of a funny moment. The air compressor on the front of these locomotives is kind of what makes them look so interesting, so I wanted to get footage of it working, but it seemed pretty much any time I would point a camera at it, it would shut off and get shy. But I think I did finally get a clip here in just a second. Yep, there it goes. I was obviously already over here being a complete nerd, but here the engineer's about to signal to everybody to either get on or stay gone.
That one out.
That woke everybody up.
Yeah, even when there's rubber.
Since 473 was the lone locomotive getting us home, anytime it encountered the slightest bit of a grade, it would be fighting for its life. And you'll hear that in the clip after this one, where it encounters some wheel slip. Of course, like an absolute dork, I had to get a shot of my semi-truck sitting over there in the grocery store parking lot. And there it is. So I thought pulling into the station here was going to be the end of the video, but it turns out that my route was going to take me right near the Cumbres and Toltec. So I parked that night outside the Chama depot and got to watch all the morning yard shenanigans and whatnot. And then after this, you will get to see the chase up to Windy Point in a semi-truck, which was pretty entertaining. I've only got one shot of the truck itself with the train, but it was a hell of a weekend. Definitely will want to make this trip again someday. That's pretty much going to do it for this video. I'll go ahead and end off with a few pictures that I took while I was up there this weekend. It was a fantastic trip and I would absolutely love to do it again.